Hello everyone, you are welcome to another beautiful episode on the Traintheboys YouTube channel, the only YouTube channel where we talk about the raising of a boy child. Today we would be discussing something interesting which is titled Teaching Your Boys Contentment. Contentment is a good virtue that every child, not just the boys, every child should have. Contentment is satisfaction in what you own, what you have, getting satisfied with it. And there's something I've noticed about children generally. Some of these children are giving birth with some of these great values. Some of them have contentment. You see a little child that you can offer a little child something, and then he will reject and say, no, I don't want. So I've been able to understand that some of them have this virtue and value in them, but there is a lot of is it like a desperate attitude from parents' end, or should I say carelessness from some parents' end, and sometimes these children lose some of these things that they have, and sometimes we carelessly lead them into some of this ill character by encouraging them. How do parents encourage lack of contentment? Your child comes home with something that doesn't belong to him or her, and you are not frowning at it, you are not saying anything about it, you are even appreciating that thing that he has brought. Oh, this is lovely. You didn't even bother to ask. Where did you find it? You have to return it. From there, the child is going to have that confidence in picking people's things, and before you know, lack of contentment can give birth to many other things like stealing, lying, and a lot of other things. We need to inculcate contentment in our boys, and the first way in which we can do that is to show contentment to them. I've always said this, that any value we want in our boys, anything we want them to show, any value we want to see in them, we ourselves must portray it as a parent. So if you are not contented as a parent, it will be difficult for you to teach your boys contentment. It means if what you have, you are not always satisfied with what you have, you are always looking to what other people have, and you are doing this like openly. Your boys, I've said this to severally, these kids are smart. They know, they are seeing us more than we can even see ourselves. We are like a mirror to them, so they are seeing everything. Even you may not talk sometimes, but they are monitoring your actions and your attitudes, and they can see that even though you have yours, but your eyes is always in other people's things, you are already showing them lack of contentment. You're already telling them when you have something, you can also look at other people's things. And or take for instance, you are in the gathering, they are sharing something, and everyone is supposed to get one each. You get the first one, you got the second one, third one, you keep hiding them in your bag. They are seeing you because they feel like, oh, one is not enough, when some people do not have, but you already have, and then you are. So the first thing we need to do as a parent is to show contentment. When you show contentment, it will be easier for your boys to catch up on this, and it will be easier for you to teach and pass it on to them. Then another thing is for you to discourage complaints. Teach them gratitude, teach them to be grateful with whatever they have. When you encourage complaint every time, complaint is like the first child of lack of contentment. And what it does for them is they will never see any good thing in the things they have. They will always look at what other people's possess as the one that is good, and where the one they have is not okay. So when they complain some things about you, you let them know. You have to be grateful for the one you have, because there are some people that are also praying to have what you have. So we need to work towards that. We need to discourage comparison. Comparison is good. Sometimes it helps you to push more, it helps you to do more, it helps you to put in your best. But on the other hand, sometimes when you compare too much, or when you are fond of comparing things or people, you tend to feed lack of contentment. When you do that, when you compare too much. So you need to also discourage them from comparison. Oh, mommy, see my own shoe. See Tolani's shoe is this one. My own is, you said that one you are wearing too is nice. You don't know, maybe Tolani also likes your shoe. So you need to also discourage that. There is an act called get one, give one. You need to teach your boys that act. Get one, give one means once you have something, learn to share with others who do not have. You have an opportunity to have two things of the same thing, value, and there's someone beside you that does not have at all. But you are happy that you have one, you have two, and then you are so happy like that. You need to discourage that. You need to teach them, get one, share one, give one. So if they have two things, if they have two sweets, you can encourage them. Give your brother, why don't you give your brother this one? Give your friend this one. Give your lack of contentment as is also one of the instruments a lot of perverts use in getting kids these days. When they notice that this child does not have contentment, if you offer this child anything, he will follow you anywhere. Kidnappers can use it. A pervert can use it, and you just offer them sticks to it or biscuits or something. They don't have to say yes to everything. They don't have to accept every offer. When they are not hungry and someone is offering them food, they need to say no. And it even depends who is offering them food. It depends if your family is familiar with the person offering them food and all of that. That one is a training on its own. For on the contentment part, they should learn to say no when they don't need things, not just taking it for taking sake. You are not hungry and someone is offering you biscuits or someone is offering you food and you said yes. Another thing you should teach them is the value of money. When a child does not know the value of something, abusing it is inevitable. It's not just money. But in this context, teach them the value of money. Teaching your boys to be contented. You are going to help them, their overall well-being. You are going to improve their outlook, the way they look, the way they see life. And it's going to help them even as they grow up. And that will be all for today on the Traintheboys YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. And do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and also to leave a comment behind. Until the next episode, do not stop training your voice. Bye.